All ready for Bible study? Alright, let's get in it. The Lord's Supper. And as they were eating, Yahshua took the bread and the wine, and he gave thanks and blessed them. He broke the bread in pieces and gave it to the disciples. "Take this and eat," he said. "This is my body, which is broken for you. Do this in remembrance of me." And he took the cup and gave it to them, saying, "Drink, all of you. This cup is the new covenant in my blood, which is shed for many for the remission of sins. Drink this in remembrance of me. For I shall not drink with you again until I do so in my Father's kingdom. You have stood loyal by me in my trials. Now I assign you power to rule, just as my Father has given me. You may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom." And when they had sung a psalm, they went out to the Mount of Olives. This is one of those Sunday Bible study schools, one of those lessons. It's prominent for most Catholicism, Lutheran and Baptist, those different branches of Christianity. But there's a deeper meaning, a far deeper meaning. Give me a second. I'm going to turn this down real quick. Alright, that's a little better. So, the reason why the bread is his body is because in some parts of the world they practiced cannibalism because they believed that they could eat their enemies and gain their power. Kind of a vampirism style of culture. Okay, now you see this vampirism in many different areas in the world, but not as worshipped as it was back in the day. You see it in narcissists. You see it in kind of like the art side of Hollywood. You see it in a lot of cults and a lot of places where the powers that be reside, because they believe in Baal worship. They believe in the destroyer, the Jezebel, and those three spirits. They worship karma, negative karma, in a broader sense. So what Yahshua was trying to do is he was trying to bridge the gap between people who practice that to help them come to the divine side, help them come to the side of Dharma, of pureness and understanding, love and compassion, instead of taking and destroying. He wanted to help them see life from a creation and caring point of view. So what he did was he created the bread and and this is my body, and the wine, this is my blood. And he used that as a catalyst to help guide people to the divine side. Now, let's say the cults and the negative worshippers, they use that as, their means to an end. They kind of throw their own spin on it, but the truth of the matter is however it was used, it is not used that way. It is not meant for that purpose. Cannibalism is not something that even roughly moderate in today's society is accepted. And it wasn't back then either. But there were some societies, some countries that condoned it. Like the Mayan civilization. They would throw their enemies down a flight of steps and eat them, because they believed to give them power. Now, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you. There's some truth to that. Not even gonna sugarcoat it. There is some truth. But it's wrong. It's inhumane and it's disgusting, in my opinion. But nevertheless, those who condoned it back in the day, Yahshua wanted to create a bridge for those who didn't, and hopefully inspire those who did to change. And it's beautiful to me, because anything that can reach into the darkest depths of hell and pull out treasure like that, I tip my hat to you. There's a lot in that story. You can just picture it, like they're all sitting down. Judas just left to go betray Yahshua. So there's 12 people, all right? Including Yahshua, because Mary was there. Mary was the truest and most knowledgeable teacher, because Yahshua and Mary, they taught alongside of each other. No one understood. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm doing Bible study and wants to come in and hang out. No one understood Yahshua like Mary did. And they quite literally would praise each other, not worship, okay, but praise and honor each other for their innate understanding of each other's direction and spirit. Mary was highly gifted in telepathy, and she was highly psychic. She had healing powers unmatched. She was able to peer into somebody's soul and really see them for who they are. She could communicate without speaking. Like, she had some amazing gifts. And her gifts complemented Yahshua to the point to where it was like awesome. It's awesome. So when they were sitting at the table, Yahshua knew that he was about to be reborn, and he wanted to celebrate that. And I think that's so cool. Like, when like you go from like high school and graduate high school and then go to college, like it's like you're starting over. That's that's how Yahshua looked at it. He was just going to college, or like graduating college and going to like master school or something, or like graduating like rabbi school and going to master school, or like graduating master school and going to like omni school or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause this is all just a school, The only real end, there is no real end. I think that's awesome. But I mean, hey, probably the only one who thinks like that. Hopefully not, though. Let's move on. Today's card is the Seven of Swords. The interpretation. Seven of Swords, upright. Sneakiness and deception are at work here. You or someone in your life may resort to cunning strategies or work in secret for their own agenda. They may be lucky and get away with it, or get found out, leaving nothing but shame and guilt. On a more benign level, this card could suggest that resourcefulness and tactics are necessary. The fool may need to be alert and clever to come out ahead. In reverse, self-deception can be at work. Wanting something so much, the fool may ignore all rationality and trick herself into believing a lie. An escalation of the upright situation is possible as well. There may be secrets, mind games, and layers of deceit that make it almost impossible to decipher the truth. This card reverse can also indicate a desire to free oneself from deceptions. So, be on the lookout, because this energy is out and about, and it might be closer than you think. I know I've had it detected. It took me a long time, but as I started to cut people out of my life one by one, it became more clear who was really there for me and who was just sabotaging me. I made some mistakes. But who are we without our mistakes? Let's move on. Time for the angelic round. You ready? Alright. Father, guide me. Nicholas. Saint Nicholas will help you. Travel safely. Open your heart. Create a perfect wedding. In the kitchen, when you bake, keep children safe and protected. invocation. Saint Nicholas is a generous, kind-hearted soul who will help anyone in need. He has long been associated with pine trees in the color green. When you would like his assistance, light a green candle and perhaps sprinkle some pine oil. Ask for his help and open your heart. Don't be surprised if he suggests that you give in order to receive. That's cool. Stuff happens all the time. Alright, time for the demonic realm. Father, guide me. Sabbat. A wild party of witches, heretics, demons, and the devil in a remote location. The participations supposedly indulge in obscene behaviors, orgies, gluttony, blasphemy, worship of the devil, and the cannibalism of roasted infants. The use of Sabbat, or Sabbath, to describe these rites may derive from the Hebrew term Sabbath or synagogue. Like I said, this stuff happens all the time. So now you know what it's called. If you doubt the existence of these sex sabbats, witches, warlocks, wizards, sorcerers, please don't. Just don't. They're very real. They're very dangerous. That's up for interpretation. Catch you later.